I've been around technology my entire life. My mom retired after 30 years from Hewlett Packard. I worked for Hewlett Packard for a while, so I love technology. And I also worked in customer service. I used to manage a retail store, and that's how I moved to Seattle. And then I started working for a technology company, and the dot-com crash happened in 2000. And I came back to Idaho and started working call center jobs because that was what was available here. I got frustrated and just, things just kind of moved along. I wrote a book on social media marketing. And then a friend of mine who actually is from Idaho that I met I met her through some other people through a book club, thing like that. And she's a digital nomad. And she told me about Udemy. And not last year, because last year was 2015, 2014, in the middle of summer, I launched my first course and started doing that, and then got into the stuff that we're going to be talking about tonight, which is affiliate marketing.
Great. And so for those of us who are completely brand new to this whole passive income thing, what really is affiliate marketing, and how does that work?
So I was thinking about that earlier. I guess the best way to describe affiliate marketing is that typically the way that marketing works is a company like Udemy goes out and places ads, or a company might do television commercials or whatever. Instead, with affiliate marketing, basically what you're doing is you're helping promote the company's products or services, and you're getting a kickback for that in the form of commission. So with Udemy affiliate marketing, it's run by Linkshare, and it's about 40% is what it averages. So it's actually pretty nice.
So it's kind of cool because it's a way for people who don't want to create a product of their own to make money online. And I know a lot of people who have blogs, the main way they make money from their blog isn't AdSense or anything like that, but it's actually affiliate sales. I know Pat Flynn from smartpassiveincome.com makes a majority of his money from affiliate sales, and mostly from Bluehost. He's making, 40, 50, 60 grand a month from promoting Bluehost. So it's definitely a good way to monetize your blog. And in terms of revenue, is 40% for Udemy typically a good percent that you can make as an affiliate?
I think so. I've explored other affiliate marketing programs. You were talking about Bluehost. I wish I could do that amount with hosting, because I follow Pat Flynn and it's amazing. And so you start dreaming about what I dream about. Is 30,000 is that new Ford Fusion that I want, or something like that, in 1 month, So it's insane. Yeah. So I have explored some of those other affiliate marketing programs out there. Udemy was the first one, I think, that has really kicked in for me and actually made me some significant income, and has the potential to make me even more income if I keep focusing on that.
Okay. So I hear we get twit saying they can't hear anything. Can everyone still hear us, see us on the show?
Wave to us if you can hear us. Props.
Awesome. Remember to give us some props. Dennis is doing awesome. And make sure you're giving us props if you're liking what we're talking about. So with Udemy...
Did you hit the record button just real quick?
Yeah. We got the recording going. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I think Dave actually hit the record button. He's coming in from some world being able to control that, but maybe he's going to download Firefox or something, try to get on here.
Yeah, hopefully.
But we're going to keep on going. So with Udemy, how did you first start promoting courses? And I want you to kind of talk about your websites that you have right now. But was that really how you got started, or were you just kind of sharing other Udemy courses on social media or other places?
So the way that I got started was, of course, I had put out my first course in July, and then I put out a second one. I was kind of slow with releasing courses. but I was in the studio, and a lot of instructors still to this day put out a course and they're like, well, what do I do next? How do I market this course? So I came up with a list of all of these coupon websites that are out there and put it in a PDF and started sharing that with people and sharing it on my personal website. And then I started thinking like, okay, well, wait a minute. These sites like are doing this stuff promoting Udemy courses. Why not me? So I started looking into it a little further and found out that Linkshare, or I guess Rakuten or whatever, I think it's a Japanese company that owns it, that they were the ones who did the Udemy affiliate program. Well, I already had an account with them because I was already trying out other stuff with some of the other merchants that are on there. So I did that, and I started thinking, because I've been doing WordPress web development for many years. So I've been developing websites, and I knew of some products, some plugins and stuff like that. And I thought, wow, I could combine these plugins with WordPress and be able to do this with these links, because you have to take links with the coupons so that they know who to pay, how to track it and all of that. So I started doing that, and I came up with the name onlinecoursecoupons.com. And I was surprised that nobody really had taken that, because you have to look for, some good keywords and stuff like that. And I mean, you can't use even though people do, you can't use names like Udemy discountcoupons.com. That's a trademark infringement. And so I came up with that idea, and it started working for me. And then, we've talked about you're a writer yourself. You have Kindle books out, and I have a Kindle book out. And I started seeing these dollar Kindle books, and I thought, well, why not dollar Udemy courses, and started onebuckcourses.com. So that's kind of how that all started.
Great. So you have this website where you're basically just adding a bunch of links to courses on Udemy. One question was, are you watching? Hey, Dave's here.
Yay.
Wow, that was amazing. What an ordeal.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, really. Man, that was kind of rocky, but we still have 40 people watching, which is awesome. So props to everyone for sticking with us.
And congrats, everybody. We're featured on Blab. I don't know if you can see that, but we're at the top
really?
of Blab right now. So
awesome.
I was trying to get on my phone. So.
That would have been a good idea.
Cool. Oh, man, that was crazy. But I'm sure have you been listening in? Dennis has kind of talked about his websites that he started.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I just wanted to kind of follow up. My follow-up question was, are you watching these courses? Or are you just finding them, putting them on your website? And I don't know. That was a question from the audience.
I wish that I could watch every course that is out there, because I run a group on Facebook. I get a lot of instructors asking me to review their course or whatever. And I, like everybody else, sleep and have a certain amount of time in my day. And I also am a Udemy instructor, and I also do other things to make money. So I don't get a lot of opportunity to watch many courses, although there are some out there, like Gary Vaynerchuk's course, that I watch the entire course and promote that one quite often, because I think that it's one that anyone who does what we do should be watching. But, people like you, Phil, and Dave, who I know who have quality courses, and I have, established these relationships with, I'm going to promote those courses because, people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. And so I look for quality courses, and I look for courses that are going to be popular, which is easy to do by going to Udemy's website and seeing what they're promoting and just kind of following along with that.
Yeah, that's great. And how are you driving traffic to those websites? For someone who's listening, thinking, oh, wow, I could just create a website tonight and start posting a bunch of links to Udemy courses and maybe make some money, which I know you shared with us that you have broken the $1,000 mark in affiliate sales from your websites, which is awesome. So how would someone go about creating a website and starting to drive traffic? What are you doing?
You know, when you said that, driving traffic, the silly side of me wants to say, like, get them in the car and let's go, you know. But the serious side of me is, so I guess we'll take that first, like building a website. WordPress makes it really easy for the average person to build a website. You mentioned Bluehost earlier. It's about $5 to $10 a month for something like Bluehost. And honestly, you get what you pay for. Even though Pat Flynn promotes Bluehost, I was on HostGator, which is the same company that owns Bluehost. And I just recently moved all 3 of my websites off of HostGator because of some issues, including a malware attack that once I moved them to the new host started taking down my sites, and I had to spend a lot of money to protect them because I had to protect my investment. So that's, for somebody who's serious, could be an expensive investment for them. However, I think it's an inexpensive investment when you break it down over the course of a year. But a domain name, a .com, is about $10 a month. The hosting's fairly affordable. And setting up WordPress, I think, is fairly easy for the average person. And if you don't know how to do that, guess what? There's a million courses on Udemy about making a website. So that's kind of like, like in a nutshell, like getting the whole process started. And then you have to look at things like plugins and stuff like that do the work. Or you could go out and you could find like a developer somewhere that puts out these coupon type websites and pay them for something like that. I did that once with a Fiverr-like website and paid somebody so that I could have a website that looked just kind of like Fiverr. If you're not familiar with Fiverr, it's just a website that you pay for services, typically starting out at $5. But with coupon sites, it's the same thing, but I prefer WordPress myself. So as far as driving traffic to the website, so once you have your links up on your website and know what courses that you want to feature and stuff like that, then again, it's just like, promoting your Udemy course. You have to go out and you have to find places where people who are interested in your services might be. Typically, that's going to be Facebook and Facebook groups. The beauty of my websites, is that all I have to do is post something in some of the groups that are out there on Facebook, like the free advertising and stuff like that, and I can drive traffic to the website. Or Twitter. And I recently automated Twitter a little more. Some people, I know there are some people, when people see somebody posting over and over, think of it as a little annoying or whatever, but we're marketed to all the time. I mean, go to a baseball game and look at all of the ads all over the place. And if I'm going to generate $1,000 in income or more, I've got to do that stuff. I can't think about if somebody is annoyed. Now, if a lot of people are annoyed about it, then I've got to figure out, like, okay, maybe I've got to do something different and change my strategy. But that's one of them. Email marketing is definitely another. If you're a Udemy instructor or if you're doing affiliate marketing and you're not capturing email addresses, which is so easy because Phil knows that I've hounded him about this before, and now he's on ConvertKit. I'm seeing like 10 to 12 to almost 15 new email signups a day. And
nice.
And ConvertKit and SumoMe is another one, which has both free and premium products that are geared to drive traffic and capture email addresses on your website. So those are kind of a few things, to do. And we can talk about more, but that's just kind of, a little bit.
Great. So you have your website. You could use something like Bluehost to host a WordPress site. You could probably even just use, if you want to get started bare bones, you could start with a WordPress.com blog kind of site, something like that. And then I want to let Dave hop in and get some questions in, but I just had a quick question for your websites, and maybe we can post the links to your websites so people can check them out. It's onlinecoursecoupons.com and then $1 courses, right?
Yeah, I can go ahead and paste those in there if you want while we're talking. I was going to say, oh, you did. Hey, Phil, I just wanted to add something real quick because you had mentioned WordPress.com. That's great for blogging and all of that. However, I don't think that they give you much flexibility with posting links and stuff like that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Maybe. So, I mean, I would say check it out, but not quite sure on that now that I think about it. So, yeah.
In the long run, it's probably a better investment to actually create your own website that you can customize and host yourself. But I just had a quick question before I let Dave ask some questions. For like onlinecoursecoupons.com, are you going in with each coupon that you get and creating these links and finding the image, or is that somehow automatically being published to the site without you having to do it?
I wish it was that easy to do that, and maybe I'm not doing it like the best way. But now that I'm making more, I've actually thought about looking for somebody on Fiverr to do the entry, because the way that the process works for me, and it's because I'm picky. Link share makes a very long link that it looks ugly. I mean, basically. And a lot of people are hesitant to click on a link that looks like that. Same thing with like Bitly and stuff. That's one of the reasons why I don't like people posting coupon links with Bitly, is because people don't click on those because they're afraid that it's spam or malware or something like that. So I take and I use a plugin, and there's plugins like Pretty Links and some other ones that are out there, and I take and convert it into a link so it looks like onlinecoursecoupons.com/bill/ and the name of the course. And the same thing with the other website, same thing. And those are actually free plugins that I'm using to do that. I could use like a little bit more of their features to track things a little bit better, which, I probably will get into now that, I'm generating this income. But yeah, that's, how I do it is I basically take it, convert it into a links, copy and paste it back into, because I'm capturing information from a plugin called Gravity Forms, and then I'm using another plugin called Gravity View. And though Gravity View allows you to display the information, kick it back out of the database, and I'm just using a nice link so that people are more willing to click on that, especially if I'm sharing it on Twitter and Facebook. It's got to look nice, or else people just aren't going to click on it.
That's all. I really like that advice. Dave, how's it going? You got questions for Dennis? I'm sure you do, because you got
a ton of questions.
Yeah, you got background in affiliate marketing too, so.
Yeah, I've been doing affiliate marketing for a long time, so I might have a little bit more, maybe slightly more advanced questions about what you do and how you do it and that kind of thing. But I did miss a lot of the interview because I was trying to get on and had those tech issues. So I was wondering how you got the idea to start, and this may have been answered already, but how did you get the idea to start promoting as an affiliate? And tied to that question is, were you already an affiliate, or did you already have experience in affiliate marketing?
So we did talk about that, but I don't mind just going back over that again. I had already a Linkshare account because I had been trying affiliate marketing, because we were talking about Pat Flynn and how much money he makes and all of that. Well, with Udemy, basically what happened is in the studio, I saw that the instructors were asking about, like, what do I do next? How do I market my course? I was already finding these coupon websites to post my coupons to. And so I put together a PDF, and then I started thinking, well, hey, these websites are promoting Udemy courses, so why can't I? I know WordPress. I already knew about the Gravity Forms and Gravity View plugins, and that's how I kind of started putting things together, got the domain name, and just went with it.
So you had been an affiliate before. You'd kind of messed around with affiliate marketing before.
Yeah, you know, like I think, have we talked before about ClickBank being here in Boise?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No,
so,
we haven't talked about it, but yeah.
Yeah, so I've actually been fortunate enough to go to their headquarters here in Boise for an event and all of that. And so ClickBank just never worked for me because I thought about, you know, developing products and stuff like that. Nothing just seemed to click with me until Udemy came along.
Interesting. So let me ask you a couple questions that I've been dying to ask on this particular show, and that is, a couple of really important questions. I think a lot of listeners or viewers want to see this. What percentage of your affiliate income, if it's just affiliate income, would you say comes from secondary clicks? Like, for example, I don't know if you can tell this, but like, you know, with Udemy, they have the 7-day cookie, right? So if somebody clicks through and they don't necessarily buy that course through your affiliate link, but then they buy another course within those 7 days, you still get credit as an affiliate. So what percentage of your sales, if you know this, or maybe you can kind of guess it, would you say comes from that secondary click?
Honestly, I don't know, because you and I had talked about, like, briefly, you had asked a question about link share a couple of weeks ago, and I referred you to their affiliate marketing team, because that's something I just get so... It's funny. My mom was a financial analyst at HP, because we were talking about that's where my like for technology comes from, and I hate numbers. I would rather pay somebody to look at those numbers for me, which might be a disadvantage for me, because that's, like I was telling Phil, like, you know, I had my first $1,000 month, and now I'm thinking, like, okay, so now that I'm at 1,000, how do I get to 2,000 or 3,000 a month?
Right.
And you have to start taking a look at those numbers and kind of analyzing that stuff. And, you know, there's some affiliate marketing courses on Udemy that I've watched from other instructors like John Colley and another guy who I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But, you know, I watch these to get ideas from other people, because, you know, the one guy was talking about that he was making $1,000 a month and has a course on that. And I'm like, well, I hit $1,000, but I'm not going to go out there and put another affiliate marketing course out or whatever. Maybe I'll write a book about it or something, or do something a little bit differently. But yeah, I don't know, because I mean, it's true that it's there for 7 days. I can tell everybody a little secret about what I do with that, because of the 7 days, if you want to know that.
Oh yeah.
Is that there's a ton of free courses on Udemy. Last night I did a little check, and it's over 2,000. And on online course coupons, I have the privilege to promote a lot of free courses. Well, I send out on Twitter tweets on the free courses, because guess what that does? It puts that, I don't know if Udemy necessarily uses a cookie. They probably do. I don't know if there's other ways to track that kind of stuff, but that's a way that you can get that on somebody's computer, and then right after that, they're going to get hit with advertising from Udemy for, like, the current sale is $19, and so they might come back and they might buy a course or two at $15 or $19, and then you get the credit for that. And even full price courses, people do pay full price for good courses. So why not promote? Like Phil's course is something. His photography. His photography course is promoted by Udemy. So if you're an affiliate marketer, then why not promote that course at full price? Because I'm willing to bet that there are people out there who will pay for Phil's course, or even Dave, who are great instructors, pay full price for those. So why not promote courses at full price? Because 40% of 300 is a nice chunk of change.
Right.
That's
yeah,
true.
That's awesome. So looks like I'm having Firefox pop up here on me. So let me get out of this here.
You're still there, though.
Oh, wow, this is tricky. Anyway. Yeah, I just didn't want to bail out of the show. The other question I had was, so do you see this as a growing, well, let me rephrase that. How would you say a Udemy instructor, because a lot of our audience is or wants to be a Udemy instructor, what would you say would be a good way for them to use the Udemy affiliate program? Like, for example, one thought I had was, what if I were to send out, not within a promotional message, but to my email list, what if I were to send out to my email list a link to one of my courses that happens to be an affiliate link to one of my courses, right? Mm-hmm. And even though I earn less on the, I'll earn like a 40% commission on that if a sale is done, but then that installs a cookie on the person's computer. So if they buy any other Udemy course in the next 7 days, I make a commission on that. Do you think that makes sense to do?
I wouldn't see why not, as long as you're not using Udemy's messaging system and it's your email list. But right. If you're confident that the people who are on your email list are interested in the course that are promoting, so I don't see anything wrong with that, or tweeting out your own courses, which I do on a regular basis. I have used automated tweeting so that things are constantly going out, because we have to remember that you're in California, I'm in Idaho, so we're not too far off. We're an hour apart, but the rest of the world right now is asleep, and while we're sleeping, they're awake. So you should be promoting overnight while while you're asleep and the rest of the world is awake.
Yep.
We forget about that.
I have a kind of beginner affiliate question to follow up on that. So if you're promoting your own course or really any course with an affiliate coupon or affiliate code, does it matter? Part one is, does it matter if the student is already on Udemy? Do you still get the 40% if they buy through that link and then continue to buy for the next 7 days? And then the second question is, what if they click my link, they buy a course, and then they click someone else's link within the 7 days? Does it transfer to their affiliate 7-day cookie?
Yeah.
Part of that,
the second, I know the answer to the second one is yes. It does transfer to their cookie. Okay. It becomes the most recent one.
Yeah. And the first part was, go back to that again. It's been a long
day. What was my first part?
Don't ask me.
Gosh, yeah, my mind. It's too late.
If the I'll
get back to it.
Oh, I know what it was. It was if somebody's already a Udemy student.
Yeah.
And then they get your promotion. Do you still get credit as an affiliate?
I believe so. I believe it doesn't matter if they're a student or not. It's not just bringing new students. It's just making a sell, because you get paid commission that one time, and that's it. So it's just every time that somebody is buying something, don't give them any ideas.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, I also had another question come up, and it just kind of, I lost it. I don't know.
Well, so John had a question from the audience about, with your website, are you sending people who click on those links or onto your website directly to Udemy, or are you also trying to get them on your email list by having them go through a squeeze page or something like that on your course coupon site?
So if you go to either one of those sites, the first thing that's going to happen is what's called a welcome mat from SumoMe. And I paid for the premium because I wanted it to look a little bit nicer. And it'll drop down and ask you if you want to have deals sent to your inbox weekly. If you choose not, you can bypass that and click on a button or an arrow, which takes the welcome mat away. So right away, I'm trying to collect an email address. And Sumo Me actually sent out an excellent email today, quite astounding actually, like how many times, like on all websites that people have that installed, the welcome mat, how many email addresses have been collected in just a month, and it's like in the millions or something like that. And so that's the first thing that I do is collect an email address so that I can send out something each week to them.
Nice.
Cool. And guess where it's going, Phil? It's going to ConvertKit.
Yeah, I'm really loving ConvertKit. I haven't switched out my main opt-in banner on my homepage, but I have started using it to like actually for a couple of my blog articles that I wrote for the Blabs with my Udemy blueprint, promotion blueprint. I have a PDF guide that people can get just clicking a link, and they get on the email list and they download the guide. Super easy to put together sequences, or courses. And
well, they changed it to
really nice.
Actually, did you see that?
I saw that today. Yeah.
So that's awesome. So that's what I do is I actually walk people through a sequence that once they sign up, and remind them like that they're going to get an email each week with the deals, like whether it be $1 courses or onlinecoursecoupons.com, and then might recommend another course or something like that, and just kind of go back and forth in a sequence over the course of time. And it's this month up until like January was not like $1,000 month, but it was pretty darn close. This month has been, a struggle, but I've been hearing that with, Udemy courses
across the board.
Yeah, across the board. So I'm just doing every day. I'm just thinking about like, what can I do to generate more income, and, making sure that I send out tweets and that I'm using Facebook and utilizing my email list and all of that. It's not easy. But it sure is rewarding when you see those numbers. And today is the 11th, so in a few days, that $1,000 should be going into my PayPal account. So it'll be gone in a few days with the bills, but it'll be nice to see. So.
Well, that brings up a couple. That brings up a couple of questions. Let me see if I can remember both of these questions. First of all. We'll talk about the way that they pay out. But the other question that I have is, do you know, Dennis, if when you use an affiliate link, if Udemy does retargeting on that stuff and you get credit as an affiliate for the retargeting?
I don't know if they do or not. That's a good question, and maybe McKay could answer that for us. I wouldn't see why not, because,
It's a tricky question, I know. I was just wondering because you've been doing.
Yeah, I would just say I wouldn't see why not, because of that person is going to click. They would be clicking, like as an example, Facebook retargeting. They would be clicking the link on Facebook. So maybe the answer would be no, because they're not clicking. Right from they are clicking from their computer, so it might not carry the data over to give you credit.
It's
tricky.
It'd be a good question to find out. Yeah, maybe ask McKay and find out, because I would be curious, because your affiliate link installed a cookie on their computer, so technically you have credit for 7 days. So if they get retargeted, I wonder if the retargeting link wipes that out, or if it stays. I don't know. That would be an interesting
McKay, I'm sure
to find out.
Would probably answer that for us.
Yeah. The other question I had was, how do they pay? How does Linkshare pay? And is it similar to Udemy in the fact that they wait 30 days and then pay out?
Well, so today, it's February, so it would be for December that I'm getting paid in February. Okay. So that's pretty much the same. They use PayPal, or you can set it up through your checking account. I switched, and I don't know why the heck I did that. I switched from my checking account to PayPal, which then just means that I have to I transfer it back to my checking. But the reason I think I do that is so I can leave some what I call fun money in my PayPal account, and then the bill money goes into my checking account. So I leave some on my PayPal card to have a little bit of fun.
Right, right.
Yeah. So
and they pay out on the 15th typically?
Approximately. On my LinkShare account right here, the last payment was the 15th of January. So right around that time. It used to.
Okay.
Last year, they were having problems. Like they were way behind, which was frustrating because I was traveling and going to Seattle, and I was needing to have that income in my checking account. But now it's been much more consistent because they have new people at Udemy handling, like McKay, I think is awesome. I get emails from her if I want to do special promotions and stuff like that. You can communicate and get an answer from them within a day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Now I have another question. This is a little more simple, and that is, if somebody like here that's watching the webcast wanted to get started with affiliate marketing, what would be some things you would just suggest for them to just get started?
Oh boy. Well, I would first of all maybe do a search on Google and just kind of look for, I know I don't have them off the top of it, and I should probably revisit these again. There are forums out there specifically for affiliate marketing. And we mentioned ClickBank earlier, which is like one of the top and basically was a dominant player in affiliate marketing. The other one is Google, with Google AdSense throwing those ads on your website, and people, they don't even have to buy. They just have to click on an ad that Google produces on your website based upon the content that you're sharing on your website and get paid. And I've been doing that actually for quite a while. I don't put them on my website anymore, but my YouTube account, every 3 months I'm getting $100 from YouTube for people clicking on ads on those videos. You know, again, that's something like, I just hypothetically speaking, if I doubled the amount of videos, would that mean that that would happen a lot quicker and be more? Maybe. But it's nice, like all of a sudden, I have $100. Oh, I got a little spending money or whatever. The other one, like we were talking about with, gosh darn it now, ConvertKit has an affiliate program, and Phil signed up through that. And again, it's 40%. And so I start putting things together in my head. If I have 100 people subscribe and I'm getting 40%, it could be several $1,000s the more I sign up for that kind of stuff. So it's a good way to make a living. The only thing that's scary, though, is that what happens if somebody buys Udemy or Google or somebody, or ConvertKit gets bought, and they decide to nix or change the affiliate marketing program overnight? You could be in trouble with your income. So you always have to be thinking about that kind of stuff and putting money away and saving and stuff like that too, which I do a little savings, but you just never know.
Yeah, that's always good advice. Although most companies realize the value in their affiliate, team, the people that are their affiliates are big drivers of sales. So
I agree.
In fact, there's a big, there's a big event this weekend happening called Traffic and Conversion Summit, where they're talking a lot about that, as well as traffic and conversion, all that. Yeah. So, I was just wondering, like, if not in LA, I think it's in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, but so let me ask you again. This is going to be a little bit technical, but these are just curious questions I had.
Sure.
With LinkShare. Is it easy to create that affiliate link, and how do you? I don't know if you can explain this here, because we're kind of just face to face, but how do you apply somebody else's code to create an affiliate link? Is that hard to do, or is there Is there a process in there that makes it easy?
It's so easy to do that. It's called deep linking. All you have to do is copy the Udemy code with the coupon code and paste it and select Udemy as the merchant and click a button, and it spits out that long code that I was talking about. And then in my situation, I take and make it look good. And then there's also, each merchant has promotions and stuff like that going on. So Udemy, all of the, I don't know, I always lose the word for it, but the images and stuff for the promotion, Udemy provides those right through link share. And so anytime there's a promotion, you can get that.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I know I've been a link share affiliate forever, but never really made money with link share. I've mostly, with affiliate program, mostly made it with ClickBank or Warrior Plus, JVZoo, some of these other things that are more specific to the internet marketing world that I live in. But hey, we want to be sure to respect everybody's time and love to answer some of the questions that people have posted here. So Don had a question. Let's start at the top here. Annie had a question, and that is, do you need to have a website ready to go before applying to be a Udemy affiliate?
It would be a good idea if you did, and it would be a good idea if it had traffic, or if you had something like maybe an email list with a lot of people on the email list, or a Facebook fan page with a lot of followers. That's what they're going to look for. Now, if they don't approve it, then you can also, if you're a Udemy instructor, you can email the affiliate marketing team and say, hey, I'm an instructor. Could I possibly get approved? And they might approve you, but most of the time they look for some kind of website or something with following.
Yeah, and in a lot of cases like this, Annie, it's important to take that extra step of getting in touch with them, communicating with them, follow up. As soon as you apply for affiliate status, contact them or email them or phone them to let them know, hey, I'm a real person, I'm a legitimate person, I'm not a scammer, and here's my intention of what I want to do. And a lot of times that personal touch will get you approved. So thanks for that question, Annie. Let's move on to another question here. Let's see, Don.
I brought up one from Aaron. Oh, Don.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Aaron.
All right.
Aaron had a question about, what was it about? I missed it. It was about ConvertKit or MailChimp. Yeah. What do you like better?
I didn't see, I like ConvertKit better because it's simple, it's easy to use. MailChimp, of course, is affordable, and they have the free forever if you've got less than 2,000 subscribers. However, once you get to that point, if you're not making money off of your list, by that point, you're in trouble. So I didn't have a problem paying the $29 for 1,000 subscribers to jump to ConvertKit, which I just think has, they call it autoresponders on MailChimp. ConvertKit, they call it sequences now. It's so easy to drag and drop your sequence emails in place that you want, and you can see all of the statistics to which ones cause people to unsubscribe, which had the best click-through rate and stuff like that. So you know which messages are resonating with people. And I felt it was just easy to do. And I just was time for something else. And I know the guy. I know the guy who started this. And so it's kind of quick being part of a company that's growing. And now Pat Flynn uses ConvertKit too.
That's great. All right, we got a question from Don. He said, just jumped in here and got to run in a few. I was actually getting ready to email a bunch of coworkers about a Udemy course I recommend. Should I sign up somewhere before I shoot the email and link?
You can, if you feel that you have, we were just talking earlier about what you really kind of need before you get approved. It only takes maybe about 24 to 48 hours. So if that's something that you want to do, I would recommend it. But you need to make sure that you're active, because I remember several weeks ago, they were basically letting people know that if they didn't start generating a little bit more, they would be removed from the program. And that's just because they want to keep it limited to people who are producing. So you have to be a producer.
Great. Good question. Thanks, Don, for that one. Let's see. We've got Top 40 Tom. Oops, can instructors ask to be put on your coupon site? Or how do you choose which courses to show?
Any instructor can have a free listing on the website. And of course, the way that it works, I don't know if we really talked about this because I know there's always discussion in the studio, is that if you share a coupon onto a website like mine, I'm going to get a percentage, you're going to get a percentage, and Udemy is going to get a percentage. So if you want to get the most percentage, you do the marketing yourself, like pasting it on Facebook or something like that, or sending it out to your mailing list. However, again, somebody like myself has access to people that instructors aren't going to have access to. And that includes my mailing list that's got hundreds of people who are looking for deals on courses. So your listing, the listing is free, but if somebody does click on it, that whole process is going to happen. And as far as like the courses, which to show on the homepage, it's a little bit different. People actually pay a small fee to be on the homepage of the website because that's where the traffic is going. And I was just looking at some numbers. There's thousands of people who are coming to the website. Between the two websites, it's between 10 and 15,000 a month as far as the traffic coming into the website. And not all of that is coming in like looking specifically for a course. But the courses, to me, it's got to be something that is going to resonate with that I specifically know, because I'm a Udemy instructor. I know what sells. So if I think it's going to sell, then I'll promote it. Or if somebody sends me a message and says, could you tweet this out or maybe consider like promoting it, then I might entertain the idea and do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see.
Someone was asking in the chat if you use or suggest Korra as a place to do affiliate marketing.
Dave would probably say yes, because I know that he's talked about that. I've hardly ever visited that site, and maybe I should, because Dave talks about it quite often, that it's a good way to build a reputation and build relationships with others as being a known expert. So maybe it's something I should consider. The one thing that I want to do more of, Phil, you talked about earlier about some of the courses that I watch, is that I need to make sure that if I'm watching a course that I blog about the courses, because that course on affiliate marketing that I took, the guy had recommended that that's what he does, is he writes up a post, and that gets people to click and buy the course because you've written about your experience watching the course.
Yeah, I don't know where I was mentioning this, but Nick Loper, the guy who started Side Hustle Nation, he did a big blog post with like the top 100 Udemy courses or something. And this was at the start of the new year. And he made like 3,000 or 4,000 from that one blog post just in affiliate sales.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
well, he's got a large following too, but you were on there. I was on there too, man.
Yeah.
After we're done, guess what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm blogging.
Top 10 lists or something like that.
I do that actually. I have like a couple that I'm tweeting out, the top 5 courses for entrepreneurs, top 5 free courses. So, but I need to do more of that. It works. That's proof. You just told us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kit Coda asks, how many hours a week are you putting into Udemy affiliate marketing?
That's a good question. I saw that one pop up there, and I was thinking about that. I probably maybe spend a couple of hours each day setting up tweets. I've got to approve courses. I'm probably behind again because, man, there's like there's like 60 courses like in a week on online course coupons. Plus, Matt Bernstein has joined me for $2 courses, and we've been seeing some success with that. So on $1 courses, you can get courses for twice as much for $2. They're still great courses, but yeah, it just takes some time. And so that's why I had Matt doing that, because he's running that side of the business for me. And again, like I was telling Phil at the beginning, I'm at the point where I'm thinking about going onto Fiverr, creating a video to walk people through the steps, and hiring a VA to do that for me.
Good. Hey, I don't know if you've mentioned your Blab show yet, Dennis. If you haven't, go ahead and post a link to it so other people can watch your show that you do.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, go ahead. I was going to say that rather than the easiest way is just my website, dennisjsmith.com/blab. And the most recent blab that we did earlier today with Alex Genedetic, who has 72 courses on Udemy, that's already there and recorded, because I don't have the next one set up. And it has all of the information. And I'm social media DJS on Blab, and that'll take you to all of that too.
Cool. What kind of courses does Alex teach?
Oh my God, he's got so many courses. I think he's got an affiliate marketing course. He's Kindle books, because he's got books out, apps, because I would like to do a smartphone app, and he's got courses on that. He's got a smartphone app that has Udemy courses in the smartphone app. And I want an app just like that too.
That's cool. Okay, Reginald has a question. Do ConvertKit and SumoMe work with lead pages, or are they alternatives to lead pages?
Yeah, they do.
Pages. They do, yeah. But yeah. ConvertKit has some landing pages. They're not as pretty, as lead pages. Lead pages definitely cost more. So, I mean, you've got to be making some good income if you're going to consider that. But I think that the ConvertKit and the SumoMe option works really well for those who are just starting.
Great. There's one other question we have here. Meg's Minutes says, anyone use, like, or have thoughts about the Genesis framework for a WordPress site?
I don't use it, so I can't say anything about it. I know a lot of people do, though.
Yeah, I don't even
know what that is.
Well, it's basically the framework, because you have what are called parent themes and you have child themes. And usually, like if WordPress makes any changes to the code, and you go in and make custom changes yourself, if you don't have something like Genesis, it'll write over your code. And so Genesis allows you to create a child theme and make changes to that. And when the parent theme gets updated, it doesn't break your child theme. And a theme is just a pretty look and feel on WordPress. But I know, like Phil said, a lot of people use it.
That's great. Well, we are about done tonight. I just wanted to thank Dennis for being on here. And I wanted to also thank Phil for filling in while I was in the ether of the internet trying to get on this.
Thank you to everyone for sticking with us. I know it was kind of rocky, but hopefully you enjoyed Dennis's thoughts. I really did, and it makes me want to do more affiliate marketing for Udemy courses. Just, if it's an extra couple $100 every quarter or so, that helps out. So thanks, Dennis, for being on.
Yeah, it's been great. And by the way, go ahead.
We can, this is like the delay with Blab sometime. I was going to say that while you guys were doing your technical thing, I told a joke. So I don't know if you heard the joke. It was like, why did Adele cross the road? Have you heard this one yet?
It. No, I heard you though.
No.
Oh, to say hello from the other side.
That's good. That's good.
Dave's like,
we do have one last question here before we bail out here. Reginald asks, can I use my Twitter account with 6,000 followers to become a Udemy affiliate? What do you think about that one, Dennis?
You might. Doesn't hurt to try. Remember, like I always tell people when I sign up for credit cards, all they can do is say no. So same thing with the affiliate marketing program. All they can do is say no. And if they do, then you can email them, the Udemy instructor, and say, hey, will you consider it? Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. For example, when I promote an internet marketing product to my email list, I'll typically ask for approval to be an affiliate from that person, right, the vendor, and I'll also ask them for a review copy of their product. And most of the time, when I tell them that my email list is over 6,000 people, they'll send me a review copy for free of the product. So it's a great way to get access to products without having to pay for them. And also, of course, you want to review them on your blog, review them on your website, or review them for your Twitter followers. And if you tell them you have an audience, because that's all they're concerned about, Reginald, is you have an audience to promote to, and are you not going to be doing any kind of black hat stuff? If you're going to be white hat, if you're going to be good, you're going to do things right, and you have an audience, they like that. They're just really trying to filter out people who either are newbies, who are just getting started, don't really know that much about affiliate marketing, or don't have a very big audience, or filter out people who are going to do bad stuff, bring bad traffic to their offers that results in a lot of refunds and things like that. So, all right, well, let's wrap it up here. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Let me give you guys real quick, make sure that you join the Facebook group. We are having ongoing conversations there, and I'm going to also be posting resources to, we have a free resource guide here that we just created with some free items as well as a course bundle. So go ahead and check that stuff out. And we look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday night. Next Thursday night is going to be just open Q&A. We're just going to answer questions about Udemy, about online teaching. We're going to have people come on. As long as you're not talking about aliens, we're going to be okay. I got my finger on that button to kick you guys out, but we're excited about next week. Phil, you won't be here next week, right?
Next week I'll be here. Yeah, in a couple of weeks I won't be here, but yeah, next week I'll be here. A couple weeks. So
okay, great. That's good, because I'm going to need that support just like tonight.
Yeah, probably. No, for sure. I'll be there next week, and I can't wait to see everyone there.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Evening, and we'll talk to you next
Bye,
week.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you.